The Ukrainians have changed the battlefield forever, using small craft drones on the front lines, developing this technology at a rapid pace, and leaving the West behind. The sneak attack that shocked the world. Operation Spiderweb, where dozens of drones smuggled behind the Russian line took out billions of dollars in aircraft at bases across the country. The wake-up call that signaled to the whole world the new era of warfare has arrived. And new technology brings new targets. Those that were once thought to be safe from reach are now in the crosshairs of Ukrainian drones. Russia is firmly in the game as well. What began in 2022 as a conventional war has morphed into the new unconventional arms race. The Ukrainians estimate Russia launched more than 6,000 drones at their country in the month of July alone. Warfare is evolving rapidly, and it all started right here in Ukraine. We spent the day with one of Ukraine's top drone developers, Viri. Wow. It's unbelievable. Two brothers who weren't even in the drone game when the war broke out have ended up reshaping the battlefield forever.
It would be near impossible to fight a huge military machine like Russia, but with drones, it becomes much easier.
Their drones are cheap, from less than $300 to upwards of $1,000. Depending on the model, 80 to 100% of the parts are made in Ukraine. Quick delivery to the front lines at a rock-bottom price. If you're talking pure dollars and cents, for $100 million, you could get one fighter jet, or quite literally hundreds of thousands of these. But it's what they can carry that counts. 5, 10, even 20 pounds worth of explosives.
Fiberglass drones.
Fiberglass.
Yes.
This is the new frontier. Drones that unwind a spool of fiber optic cabling, sometimes 25 miles long, so they can deliver their payload deep into enemy territory without getting jammed. It's like running an Ethernet cable between Dallas and Fort Worth. So you're quite literally hardlining these drones 20, 30, 40 kilometers away.
Yes.
The advancement in technology has birthed a new kind of military unit, drone teams. This one is about to deploy to the front lines. 4 troops. One handles explosives, the other 3 pilots. Their vehicle outfitted with a drone jammer. That's all they need. This right here is a stockpile of drones used by one of the units. They'll go through about 10 to 30 of these a day. When they run out, they'll get a delivery to the front lines by a drone. That drone will be assisted in navigation to the front lines by another drone. Drones have totally taken over this space. The Ukrainians bringing us to an undisclosed location just a few miles from the front lines. Ground zero of this new era. Their workshop, where new advancements are made every day. They have no choice but to keep experimenting if they hope to fend off Russia.
You need to think like a couple of steps in advance, forward, look forward.
So modern warfare is advancing that quickly that in just a couple of months, some of the technology you see here will be out of date.
Exactly.
Everyone's identities here are protected. Our guide is an engineer, call sign Jeza, which translates to punishment.
We have like special drones for assaults, for counter-assaults. We have special drones against infantry. We have special drones against vehicles. So basically, if you want to stop their advance, you just take this drone, you put the battery on the top of it, you put the payload beneath it, you have the operator, you have your ground station, and you fly towards them. That's it.
As the Russian military slowly advances towards the Ukrainians' position, outmanned, outgunned, and outspent, this unconventional warfare has so far held the line. If you all didn't make the choice to innovate towards unconventional warfare and remained committed to fighting a conventional war with conventional weapons against Russia, do you think you would have held out to this point?
No. It's impossible. You can compare it from money perspective and from people perspective. And both of perspective we lose, right? That's why you need to find like smart ways to stop them.
This is original footage from Jay's team. He says 1 out of every 4 drones typically scores a direct hit. It's common for $1,000 worth of drones to take out tens of millions worth of equipment. That's why Jay's says, despite their big defense budgets, countries like Russia, China, and even the U.S. would be vulnerable targets.
I think America still is not prepared to this.
So you're at the ground level of this new innovative warfare.
Yeah.
You're saying the United States is not prepared for the new era of warfare that's already here.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's not prepared. And still doesn't see like that it can be a problem.
The Ukrainians agreed to show us this technology to serve as a warning, because while they pioneered it and developed it, they also say Russia has closed the gap, and the U.S. needs to be ready. In Kyiv, Ukraine, Robert Sherman, News Nation.